This is the third generation of Xiaomi folding phone. 16 plus 512GB version costs around $1,400. And we choose the starry gold because it looks kind of mature. People have different opinions on its overall looking, but the camera, I believe I could say it's ugly. There are too many elements on it and makes it too bulky. Wireless charging was removed from Fold 2 for the body thickness, but it has returned on Fold 3 without becoming thicker. Although it is lighter than expected, I can still feel its weight after a while. Fold 3 weighs 266.7 grams and it will be close to 300 grams after put on the case. Compared to the regular phone, it is like holding 2 more eggs on hand. On Fold 8 you get an 8-inch screen, which is just slightly smaller than an iPad mini. So having a Fold 3 is pack up both phone and tablet into your pocket. My first requirement of a folding phone is to watch videos. For a person who stayed up at night watching football and don't want to get out of bed, a larger display is helping a lot. The inner screen of the Fold 3 is nearly a square, thus it is well matched with a 4:3 ratio video. But it is not ideal to watch a 16:9 regular ratio video, because the black border will cover a huge area of the display and the picture is not much larger than on regular phone. Besides, if you want to hold it by one hand, you have to lock the screen. Therefore, I won't use inner display intentionally for watching videos. Apart from video playing, larger screen allows you to operate more apps at the same time. But as per me, my job doesn't require a lot of efficiency. What I have used are writing app and a browser. There are normally 4 hours I spend on phone for entertaining each day. Probably only half hour I would spend on the inner display, having lunch while watching video and having dinner while watching video, or browsing another app while the other one is advertising. When using the Fold 3, I will occasionally realize that I'm using a folding phone, but after I unfold it, I feel that there's nothing special I could do. The multiple windows is not something necessary to me who doesn't need multitasking. Watching videos is the only thing I do, a larger video display. So by the day goes, the time I spend on inner screen has become shorter and shorter. Besides, the craze is still getting more noticeable even under such a low usage frequency. As a long-time user of a Xiaomi 10, what I felt about MIUI on Fold 3 is chaotic and messed up. If your video app is set to a parallel window when watching video, then it will rotate the content like on regular phone after you click full screen viewing. There are also other incomplete details, such as the content transition between inner and outer screen. I need to reopen the app every time I fold or unfold it. If you click on the left, the content will be displayed on the right side rather than operating separately. And you can't change the ratio of the window freely. Unfolded at an angle for shooting, the preview window is on the upper half. I personally prefer to have it on the lower half, so I don't need to bend over myself when shooting from a low angle. Micro lens is missing on Xiaomi Fold 3, which I think it should have. On practical way, it can capture information with relatively small characters, and as a creative tool, it can better discover the beauty of details. However, you can only get such a blurry image when taking micro shots on this. Nevertheless, the image and color of Leica is still pleasing as always. High contrast and low saturation is what I preferred, which is a more advanced style of film production. Although the camera module is a bit ugly, but it covers wide focal length. I think the photography ability of Fold 3 is not much different with the flagship 13 Ultra. Back to the question we can never ignore, does a folding phone really brings convenience to our life? There are changes on screen size, grip, weight and system on Fold 3, but it can't change my lifestyle. After switch back to regular phone, I felt comfortable and relaxed. It's good to hold with one hand and everything just fits so well. The common problem of folding phone nowadays is the inevitable weight increase. What they should do is to make it smaller and portable rather than make it larger to occupy tablet market. And because of this preconceived opinion, I found a folding phone like Fold 3 is not practical. But if you're just interested in the design of it, then you will be confused by the strange grip feeling of it. And the adaptation work of MIUI on Fold 3 is not helping at all. Bugs are frequently occurring and there's no special feature after you unfold it. How to properly utilize the hardware on Fold 3 is something MIUI needs to explore and improve before providing to the customers. Therefore, we give 5 points to Xiaomi Mix Fold 3 as the subjective overall score. So, which folding phone is the best one you think, and what is the major improvement that should be done? The comment section is always open. Tell us what you think.